Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I'm so glad you found your way. We're going to use tarot to check in with the emotional weather so you can move through your life with intention to manifest your best life. So tap the like button if you're ready to feel into the energy of March, because this month she's layered. March is a bridge month. We began in Pisces season, which is soft, intuitive, emotional, deeply spiritual. Pisces energy asks you, where are you being called to surrender? What needs compassion instead of control? And are you listening to your inner voice, or are you drowning it out with noise? Pisces brings dreaminess, healing, creativity, and forgiveness. It's the part of you that wants to journal at midnight, cry during a song, and believe in miracles again. But it also asks you to release what you've outgrown. This is the end of the zodiac. It is completion energy, emotional closure, and soul detox. Then we shift. Hello, Aries season. This is the start of a new zodiac year. And Aries doesn't whisper. Aries is fire. It's initiative, it's courage, it's let's go energy. After all that Pisces reflection, Aries says, okay, now what are we actually doing about it? Aries brings bold beginnings, action, self-trust, and leadership. It reminds you that you are allowed to take up space, start the thing, speak up, and choose yourself. So, March feels like the first half, feel it, release it, forgive it. And the second half, claim it, move it, initiate. This is a month of emotional clearing followed by brave action. So as we move into this reading, I would like you to ask yourself, what dream am I ready to stop just dreaming about and get started with? And what part of me is ready to be reborn? So let's see what the cards want to say for March. We're going to jump in. This is for fire signs. Here we go. I'm just going to set these over here. And we're going to start with a Wisdom of the Oracle. So let's see what general energy. Oops. All right. That was a ton. Let's start over. Let's see what general energy, wow, they're jumpy today. Let's see what general energy is for fire signs for this March. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. And we are going to get Observer. All right, so this is energy of, it's very Page of Swords. I'm watching, I'm looking. We have this cute little fox that is really looking up into the night sky. So this month, you might just be outside observing, maybe really looking at what's happening with March. I know that there is an eclipse, so I mean, I don't know where exactly it's visible. I don't think it's visible in many places, but it could be like really thinking about the phenomena of the sky, of our planets, of our world, what's happening. So we're going to read the Wisdom of the Oracle. We have number 49. Let's see what we're getting here for you. All right. So our essential meanings: perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. The Oracle message: most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understanding your circumstances from a more neutral vantage. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. All right, so this is a month of observation. You could very well be moving or wanting to move into jobs. There could be a new relationship. Maybe you have your eye on someone special, but there's a big observation energy of just watching, really gaining perspective before you move into it. Interesting. All right. So that's our first message. We're going to jump into tarot. Let's see what March has for fire signs. All righty. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So our first card out is the High Priestess. This is the energy you are embodying now or need to embody as you are moving into March. The second card is the Ace of Swords. This is what you are meant to co-create with the universe for this month. The energy I should lean into is the Devil, and then advice from Spirit is the Two of Wands. All right, fire. So yes, there are some, again, there's a message coming through to really sit quiet, because not only are you observing, but there are messages. There's going to be intuitive nudges coming through. Clarity, things that you have asked for will be coming through. And it's going to be in areas of you breaking cycles, you breaking toxicity, and you needing to do that. So we'll get into this. Let's see what else. On the bottom of our deck, we have the World. So this is what's underneath it all. So this is an energy underneath of you just completing. This is a completion. This is, again, as we think about our March, you are ending the zodiac year. Pisces is the end. And so there's a lot of like releasing, healing, need for that. And so underneath it all, that is, again, an energy that's present, which is really great for you to release. Now, the World really asks you to really look at all of the different elements. Like, what have you learned about your passions and what drives you, the fire that burns inside? What really drives you when it comes to you grounding, about your emotional world, about your thoughts, your mind. So it's really looking at you. What lessons and what are the things that you have learned that's really going to help you as you start this new cycle? So the World is an ending, but it's also a beginning. So you're in a very good space underneath it all. And it really matches just this bridge. This is a bridge card, this bridge month. So, wow, there's a lot of things that you're going to be really looking at and celebrating, okay? Because this isn't just something that, oh, I just did it. This is a big cycle that has come to an end. And when we think about, again, the year, it's the year coming to the end, the zodiac year. Now, you are going to be starting in an energy or needing to start an energy of the High Priestess. So this, again, is another major arcana. This is a very spiritual. And again, Pisces is a very spiritual energy, very intuitive. And this is Queen of Intuition. She is very, very highly in tuned to spirit, to balance, to knowing, having that inner knowing. And so this is the energy that Spirit and the universe is asking you to be in as you move into this month of March. There will be intuitive signs coming through, nudges, things that are going to help you for whatever you're building. So again, when you're thinking about What dream are you ready to stop dreaming about? That's because there's action. So you're creating that vision. You're really asking those questions. You're gathering the evidence that's coming through internally, spiritually. Again, activating through the third eye. I'm getting your alignment of chakras. Again, what are you going to initiate? And then what part of you is ready to be reborn? Okay, this again is really signifying there's a highly spiritual part of you that is needing to be focused on, thought about, identified, known. Okay, and this is an energy that, again, you have sent out some questions, whether that's for love, whether that's for career, for finances, for family, whatever. You have sent them out, and there are nudges, there are questions. In fact, I'm getting a big channel. It's that light source energy coming through our crown chakra, and just illuminating you, and a path. So it's coming through you and then illuminating the next steps, that path. And so right now you are a conduit of all of those downloads, all of those things that are needing to come through because you've asked for it. Okay, this is for that next step. So again, that observer is really asking you to clean out some of those spaces. This month with the Pisces energy as well, clean out those spaces, because there's lots of downloads that are coming through that are going to be helpful for you as you move into this month of March. Now, what you are meant to co-create with universe is clarity, victory. You are being given this sort of clarity. And with that, you are to begin to create that path. Start planning. What are those steps to what you are needing to co-create? Again, this is going to be different for each one of you. Take it where it resonates. If this is a new love or a new relationship that you're calling through, there's clarity as to either you healing what needs to be healed, because it's that Pisces energy, but it's also, I'm planning out what's my next steps. Okay, I now am clear on what I want in a relationship. If this is in reference to career, into your passion or your job, again, I am clear. There has been a toxic situation. I'm releasing that. I'm using this Pisces energy and I'm letting it go. And then I'm going to be utilizing that Aries, that let's go for it energy. I'm planning, I'm putting in the resumes, I'm starting to make those phone calls, I'm having the conversations, I'm networking. So Spirit is coming in saying, here is your first step. Okay, this is what you need to help create what you are wanting to create, to live your best life. Where that resonates, because this is a brand new beginning. Again, fits perfect with this energy of once we've cleared out and we have made room for that, Spirit is saying, here you go. Now it's time to take those steps. And this, I'm really getting something that's going to start happening towards the second half of March, being that that's that Aries season. But that's the time to initiate. That's the time to take that step. It's the time to start building or taking that plan that you've built and moving forward with that. Now, what energy you should lean into is the Devil. There is an energy of clearing out toxic relationships, clearing out toxic cords, pessimism, blocks, things that are in the way. So the energy you are needing to lean into is that healing, breaking free of the chains, breaking free of the things that have gotten in the way of you being able to create that which you want, right? What is it that you need? Now, for some of you, it very well could be an addiction. Maybe you are one that would like to create, let's say you want to write a novel. However, there is an energy of a creative block, okay? It's blocking you, it's chaining you to this part that you can't move forward with that. And so you're having a hard time getting started, or you have half of it written, and then you're making excuses. So what this is saying, universe is coming in saying, I want you to lean into breaking free. Maybe it is, I am actually setting the novel down and start doing some writing on breaking the chains. Maybe some more creative writing. Maybe you're writing a nonfiction. Maybe shift over to a little bit of fiction just to get to break free from some of those things that have chained you down. Maybe, again, it's a relationship where the heavy weight of this last relationship you had, whether it was just recent or years ago, there are still some things that are pulling you, chaining you. So create some rituals and create some spaces where you can heal that. Maybe the last time you were with that person that has created this block was in this environment. Just like the observer stated, go observe other environments. If you are not wanting, let's say addiction, alcoholism, that's something you're breaking free from. Your last relationship, you went to the bars and the clubs and that's what you did. And this time you don't want that. So find another environment. Maybe I start a running club, or maybe I go to a club where we're painting. So it's shifting some of those things. So your energy to lean into is really starting to break free from those things that have kept you trapped. Whether it is addictions, whether it's thinking patterns, whether it's actual people, places, and things, whether it's creative blocks, but you're asked to start exploring yourself and let go. Pisces energy is, again, that's the part of you that you're healing. It's the part of you you're letting go. It's that old energy. It's the cycle that you're finishing up, okay? It's the cycle that you've finished. And now it's time for you to step into new environments. And again, I'm really getting towards the middle of, or the second half of March, because that would be the time. So you're healing that first part. And then the second part, that's when you're taking those steps. That's when you're releasing. That's when you're going forward. So use that energy of this sword and start making that plan to break free and to go do the things. And then come the second part of March, do those things. Now, advice from Spirit is, it might be time to take some risks. Do some things that are outside of your normal routine. Maybe some of those things that scare you, and again, within reason. You don't want to be dangerous, or go do things that you're like, okay, well, I got to get out of this this mode of I'm not taking a risk, and do something that's dangerous to yourself. But maybe taking those calculated risks and saying, okay, I've been there and done this, been there, done that. I want something different. And that's really what it's saying here. You're shifting from a part of you, an identity that you once were. And it's okay. because there's a new one coming through. There's a new thing that you are meant to embody. You are meant to have this lens so that when you're starting to create these new things in this new zodiac calendar, these new things are going to be conceptualized through this new lens. Okay, this lens of magic, this lens of saying I'm doing something different. There's a brand new environment out there, and this is really also saying it's time to make a plan. It's time to make decisions. It's time to make simple decisions. Again, start small. The universe does not want you to think that you have to do this all tomorrow. In fact, this is a monthly reading, and the universe is really saying, use the energy and heal what needs to be healed. Release what needs to be released. Gather the information, those intuitive nudges, and then once you have used that first half of the energy, then start taking those steps. And as you're healing, create, what is my plan? Where do I want to go next? What's that next step? And so use this time. There's a big energy of slow down, slow down. Observe. When we think about observation, it's interesting. I just got in my mind, like when you do field experience, like if you're somebody who works in the field, or you're doing any type of scientific observations, there's an element of time. It does not happen overnight. In fact, when you're observing, you're looking at it each day, and you're seeing what are the patterns and what are the changes, what are the things that are coming through, that one is what I want to take, and two is what I want to not. And so this is really that energy. Universe is saying, take your time. Use the energy. In fact, it just kind of slowed me down as speaking through. Like really, really give yourself the time this month. And in fact, we're shifting not only from a zodiac, like the end of a zodiac to the beginning, but we're shifting from winter into spring. Okay, winter is still a dormant energy. And as we shift into spring, spring doesn't just, here we go. There's little things that start happening. The buds start appearing on the trees, and then little shoots come up from the grass. The snow is melting if you're in a northern climate. There's water. Sometimes it's a little more rainy. And so all of that stuff is happening in a time that's slowing down. That's because there is going to be a catalyst all of a sudden, boom, when you hit summer. And that is when fire's burning. Like it is the hottest part. But right now, it's that slow shift. Use this time as the slow shift and plan it out. All right. We're going to take one last card. Let's see what inspiration is coming through for the month of March for fire signs. Thank you. And we are getting for you, believe in universal timing. You must believe in a universe that's created and guided by an intelligence greater than your ego, a universe where there can be no accidents. When an idea's time has come, it can't be stopped. And the reverse of this is true. An idea whose time hasn't come can't be creative. So, again, take your time. Believe in universal timing. You are being guided. There's a lot of just beautiful, big spiritual energy going on. And use it. Use this time and really enjoy. I mean, that's a big question, or big answer, or a big thing coming through. Enjoy it as you go. All right, fire signs, this is what I have for you. Please make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't, and drop me a comment. Until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. Bye-bye.